Hello everyone, welcome to Beauty in the Garden. I'm T. So in today's video, we're going to talk about some of the things that we can still plant up in the month of September. You guys, it is mid-September and we still can plant up a great deal of crops. Now it is quite warm out and you guys probably can tell, you guys, I'm hot. But what we're going to talk about is some of the things that we can plant up. And these are some of the things that I'm going to be planting up actually this week. So the first thing first is I'm going to be planting up this red vein sorrel. It kind of reminds you of spinach and as well as a perennial, and it deals with the cold weather very, very well. It's a beautiful plant. You guys can see right here. And I'm going to be planting this up. The next thing up is cilantro. Cilantro actually likes the colder weather because during the warmer months it will bolt so quickly, you guys, that it just goes straight to coriander. Okay, I feel like it does better if you start it now, and then as the months get cooler your plants will get bigger, and then you have a beautiful harvest of cilantro. Okay, so this is the cilantro that I'll be planting right here. This is the cilantro that I'll be planting. And guys, the next thing up is Napa cabbage. Now I do have a couple of Napas down, but if you watch a previous video, I was telling you guys that I'm going to be planting up a little bit more Napa cabbage out into the garden. I really like the Napa cabbage because I like it in my fried rice, and as well I like to make dumplings with my Napas. But this here, you guys, is the Napa cabbage right here. It gets a beautiful head. Sometimes it doesn't get a head, but you just go ahead and harvest the outer leaves as well. You just harvest your plant, okay? The next thing up is beets. Now I did plant beets and I put some out in the garden, but I'm going to be planting up some more. Now this beet right here, I do have this on my seed shop, but you can plant the red beet and the gold beets. There's so many different type of varieties of beets out there. I was looking into the candy cane beet, but I did not purchase it. But I always think about what I'm going to purchase, you guys, before I actually gun-ho and just go ahead and purchase things. I don't try to rush myself into purchasing things because sometimes I'm like, now where I'm going to put that kind of thing. So, but there's so many different types of beets out there that you can plant out throughout your garden. The next thing up is radishes. You guys, radishes is a great one. Now you can find this one as well on my seed shop. Radishes love the colder months as well. I will be just popping them in, you guys, because they do not take up much space, and as well their taproot is not big. So you can really just pop in radishes pretty much anywhere that you find a little spot that you can just pop it right on in there, okay, you guys? So I really think this is a great if you like radishes. There are different types of radishes. I probably have maybe I don't even know how many, probably maybe a good 10 different varieties of radishes that I normally would plant, but this is the one that's on my seed shop. I planted the daikon radish, and as well I have a plum radish, things like that, French breakfast radish. So there's so many different types, you guys, of radishes that you can plant up. The next thing up is lettuce, you guys. I plan on planting a wall of lettuce. I'm trying my best to get around to that project, but lettuce. Now you can find the buttercrunch lettuce as well on my seed shop, but I'll be planting up a great deal of varieties of lettuce, maybe a good 20, okay? So lettuce, just plant them, and that's another thing that you can pop throughout your garden, and it won't take up as much space because they taproot, once again, is not that massive, so it doesn't take up as much soil space as some of your, like your brassicas, as far as your cabbage, your kale. Those root systems are a little bit bigger. Next thing up is collards. Now I do have my Morris collards. I actually planted up Morris collards and Georgia collards this year. I do have Georgia collards going onto the website very, very soon, but your collards, yes, plant up your collards, get them ready for the holiday, and enjoy your collard greens. Next thing up is turnips. Turnips grow so fast. If you even don't get a bottom base, you can use it for turnip greens. I know a lot of my family members who actually use turnip tops into basically putting their neck bone or their ham hock, you know, whatever they want to do with their purple top turnips, and ball that down as well. Okay, but here is the purple top turnip. The next thing is bunching onions. Onions do very well in the cold months as well. I will be popping in, I did plant some more bunching onions, but I'm going to pop in some more. I told you guys I wanted like a little patches here or there to fill in the beds as the season goes on. And I found this right here. This is the torpedo onion. I'm going to go ahead and plant that one up as well, since I could not find a actual globe red onion, but I did find these. Okay, and I did check out a website that I normally try to purchase from here or there, and it is In My Gardener. He had a great deal running probably a couple of weeks back or so, and I received my seeds, and I'm still happy with that. But I found those red onions on that site. Next thing up is tatsoi. Tatsoi is like spinach to me. I really like it. It is a beautiful and stunning plant. Now you can actually use this as an ornamental, and it will look so fabulous, you guys, in your garden, and as well you get to enjoy eating it. But once again, let me show you that picture of what a tatsoi looks like. It is gorgeous, isn't it? So that's another one I'm going to be planting up as well this week. Next thing up, like I told you guys, is lettuce. So I have here some spinach. I will be planting up my spinach as well. Spinach is another cold hardy plant, and I love spinach. I will be popping this as well on my lettuce wall and any small spaces. Next thing up is kale, the lacinato kale. You got scarlet kale, you have curly kale. There's so many types of kales, and we have the red Russian kale. I did plant up, you guys, off camera. I planted 5 varieties of kale. I will be showing you guys as they come up, but they have not came up yet because I just did it yesterday. But kale, plant up your kale. Next one up is your mustard greens. So this is the giant red mustard here. I planted this as well. Actually, I had some volunteers from the seed saving, and they actually grew in the yard, and I just popped them up and put them in the garden. But yes, you can still plant this up as well. This is the Japanese giant red mustard. My favorite, just to toss in a salad. And as well, this taproot on this plant as well is not that big. Now this right here is the pak choi white stem here, and the next one up is the purple lady bok choy that I'll be planting up. You guys see them here? All right, so we have a lot of plants, you guys, that we can plant up. The next thing up is herbs. I will be planting up parsley. Parsley is a cold hardy herb. I will be planting the flat Italian parsley, and as well the triple curly parsley. Okay, and you guys, caterpillars really like the parsley, you guys. So if you don't want your parsley to be getting a little bit on, try to cover them as well, or down in the description box you can purchase some Beautee. That helps out a ton in the garden. But if you don't want to spray to maintain it, just try to cover with some type of netting. I use screen, and as well I use tool, and that helps out for me to not have to spray as much, because stuff still tend to get through there. Okay, you guys, I believe it or not, stuff wiggle their way into, and you just got to stay on it and make sure that you watch your plants as they continue to grow on in your garden. Now it all depends on where you live. Planting up some more cabbages. Now it will take a little bit of time, because right here in North Carolina our weather has already started to decrease, where we're having 55-degree nights already. And you guys, the plants will eventually start to slow down. So I have to get this done. I hope you guys are getting your fall and winter garden planted. I hope you guys enjoy the content. Please don't forget, you guys, to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, watch the videos all the way to the end, and thank you guys for supporting me on my journey on YouTube. And like I always tell you guys, remember, there's beauty in everyone's garden. And bye-bye for now.